One of the most asked question in my DMs, Discord or comments is, should I get a Type-C IM or should I get a DAC plus a 3.5mm? I'll break this down in all categories: your sound, your power, your future proofing, or is it good for your ears and your wallet? Let's find out. On one side you have Type-C IMs, plug and play. They have their DAC and amplifier built right into the cable. On the other hand, you have this traditional setup paired with a dedicated DAC, a separate device that handles all the digital to analog conversion and amplification. Both have same work, however difference appears when you understand how you listen and what you really want out of your device. Most Type-C IMs are generally equipped with chips like CS43131 or lower, and at the same time they are able to produce a very good resolution as well. They support 32-bit by 384 kHz, which is pretty standard in the industry, and at the same time I would say Cyanide is very good as well. Generally 90 to 100 you already get with the cable that you get with that IM. It's perfectly fine for most of people, however usually Type-C IM do not push a lot of power. It is there because of two reasons. One, the Type-C port of your phone as well. Every phone has different port, different power, different configuration, so it changes a lot. And number two, generally they do not have very good amplification. One example you can see is Tangent Bunny, where you need to crank volume a lot for good listening sessions. In contrast, if you see the dedicated DAC, even the cheaper one like Apple dongle outperform most, or I would say all of these Type-C IM, DAC and amplification technical specifications. They have good amplification. Their Cyanide is excellent in comparison to 90 to 100 dB that you get in Type-C IM, and that too with lower output impedance. If you do not know what is output impedance, you can watch this video. This will explain everything, how DAC performs and why they change sound here and there. So overall, if you choose a DAC, you are getting a better noise control, lower distortion, and at the same time better power output as well. And I'm just talking about budget till yet. If you move up to something like iBasso DC07 Pro or Questel M59, we are talking about excellent distortion handling or power output of hundreds of milliwatts, and sometime in many cases you see they are well equipped to handle a headphone as well. So in technical specification or power outputs, I would simply say a dedicated DAC is definitely a winner. Well, DACs have better technical specifications. Okay, so does it sound better as well? Yes. So dedicated DACs don't just measure better in terms of Cyanide, they provide more headroom, cleaner background and the better dynamics as well. But Type-C IM, they have a trick. They are equipped with DSP. They can digitally tune their sound without changing the hardware. Want a bass boost or hum target? Press a button or open an app and it's done. You cannot do that with many passive IEMs, DAC plus IEM setup. Unless you download an app, do an EQ, of course you can. And with this, one important point that arises is convenience. You want a zero fuss game? Type-C IM is a perfect winner. One cable, no dongle, no charging, no pairing, just plug and play. It's perfect for commuting, workout or your quick listening sessions where you do not want any fuss. However, if you go for DAC plus IM, it can give you a little bit of bulk in terms of dongles. However, we already have very good dongle DAC that can become integral part of your IM. Your Apple dongle, your FiiO J11, your Audiocular Spark, all of them are example of that. So I would say in terms of convenience, we are almost at par only, but definitely Type-C IMs have a slight edge. Now let's talk about the deal breaker, that is future proofing. Let's say you have a Type-C IM and it breaks. Now you have to change the whole thing. If you think you can change the cable or put a 3.5 and buy another DAC, it will not work because many Type-C IM are already equipped with the tuning via DSP in that particular cable. So for future proofing, this is not a IM that you want to get. However, with DAC and IM, the future proofing is solid. You want to try different IM? Just put that in your DAC. You want 4.4, 3.5, all the options are available. If you get just one versatile DAC, you can change as many IEMs as you want. So what should you get? Let's make a case for Type-C. I can think of 3 reasons here. 1, you're on extreme budget. On extreme budget, you do not have to buy DAC and you can just buy a cheap Type-C IM and you can start with. Number 2, you're an absolute beginner and you cannot spend a lot for a starter. So again, Type-C IMs for win. Number 3, you're a no-fuss person and you want an IM that goes everywhere with you and works perfectly fine with plug and play. Well, Type-C IM for you. However, if none of these 3 cases applies for you, I would say DAC and IM is a perfect combination that you can start your hobby with. As a hobby starter, I always recommend get one IM and one DAC. It gives you freedom of choice, future-proofing of source, and upgrade path for your audio as well. So performance, upgrade path, and drivability, DAC plus IM is a better option. Simple, portable, low cost, Type-C is a good one. Honestly, most of the people are going to end up with both. Well, which team are you? You are DAC plus IM or Type-C IM? I am a DAC plus IM person. Tell me about yourself in the comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.